Portuguese capital Lisbon plays host to the second event of the Dakar series, the Pax Rally. For centuries, Portuguese explorers have left their capital far behind them as they've ventured into the unknown. And while our intrepid band of competitors know their route perhaps a little better, like every Dakar event, it's still a voyage of discovery, with trials and tribulations along the way. 21st century Lisbon is a thoroughly cosmopolitan modern city, but it's one that's not lost sight of its rich traditions. From its famous Cais de Soja fish market and the trams that carry office workers, shoppers and tourists alike, Lisbon lives as it has for centuries. And for the Portuguese, one of the greatest of all seafaring nations, there's always the lure of the sea. The base for the Pax Rally is right in the centre of the city, in the beautiful Park Edward VII. Named after the then King of England when he visited in the early 1900s, it's the city's green heart and a lush oasis in the heat of summer. It's hard to imagine a more fitting base for the event, the organisers combining the flavours of Portugal and Africa to help everyone get in the right frame of mind.
In all our events, even in tennis, in cycle, we try to put a different image of Portugal, and that's we choose a very different stage, and we during the rally we have a very different image of our Portugal, which is a pleasure for us to show our climate and our off-road streets, which is very, very nice.
There are 6 stages spread over 5 days, totaling 829 kilometres. Competitors cover over 1,518 k's of Portugal's wild and varied scenery, starting from the capital city, heading north to the overnight halt at Castelo Branco before looping south on day 2. The third day features 2 special stages as competitors head for the Algarve, ending up in Portimao, just as in last year's Dakar. The final stage loop on the sandy tracks of the Algarve offers great spectating opportunities for holidaymakers and fans alike. So after scrutineering in the centre of city, it's heading out through the rush hour traffic of Lisbon